Your thoughts?
What? What?
Nice.
Good morning and sorry, I forgot I had to turn my microphone down earlier. Good morning and happy Tuesday to all of you. CJ Nasello, it's our daily show on RiverBender.com, Roku TV, anywhere, everywhere you get this show. Thanks for hanging out with me. And man, we got a really interesting morning today. We're going to have a conversation with Sydney Sinks, and then we had a little bit of a cancellation, so it's going to be you and I in the 10 o'clock hour and some other things that we can talk about, promote, and just have some fun. But before we start the show off today, every morning I get sent a stack of, links and things to go take a look through, and this was really fascinating to me. And this is just back to school spending, okay? So this year they have projected that the average family in the United States has spent almost $900 on school supplies and other materials, including clothing, to prepare their children to get back to school. That's the average planned back to school spending per household in the United States from 2004 to 2024 is what I was sent. And now this year it's down from last year, but still $890. Man, oh man, I saw that today, and before I hit you with news, I thought I'd just hit you with the stat that kind of got floated over my way, and that's interesting to all you parents out there. I hope your wallets aren't hurting that bad. Hey, we got a good conversation with Sydney Sinks coming our way in about 20 minutes, but right now at 9:05, here's what's happening around the Riverbend. Make sure you sign up for that daily email update where you can join myself, 70,000 plus people that get an email called Around the Riverbend, plus you can join myself and the hundreds of thousands of Riverbenders each and every month by just hanging out at RiverBender.com or by signing up for that daily email update. We'll take you to Jersey County first. 3 Illinois residents are facing a range of criminal charges in Jersey County. This includes burglary, theft, and possession of a stolen vehicle. Aaron E. Anderson, 36, from Jerseyville, charged with 2 counts of burglary and 1 count of theft for allegedly stealing items worth more than $300 from the Jerseyville Walmart on 2 occasions in April. Aaron M. Rubio, 50, from Waukegan, is charged with retail theft and criminal trespass for allegedly stealing a speaker from the same Walmart on August the 18th, despite being banned from the store. Cody D. Arnett, 39, from Medora, faces a Class 2 felony for possession of a stolen 1994 Harley-Davidson motorcycle on August the 12th. All 3 individuals have been released and are scheduled to appear in court on the 17th of September. In local sports, Triad and Edwardsville High School's football teams participated in a Week 0 scrimmage at Tiger Stadium, marking the start of a new IHSA football season to the delight of the Riverbend region last Friday night. The event, facilitated by the new IHSA rule, replaced the traditional intra-squad scrimmage with the controlled game against another school. Each team executed 24 offensive plays in various situations with no formal score recorded. Both teams emerged injury-free, always a plus, setting a positive tone for their season openers this coming Friday. Triad will travel to Granite, while Edwardsville will face Chatham-Glenwood in a tough matchup. Edwardsville's head coach, Kelsey Pickering, expressed confidence in the team's potential this season. Roxana head football coach Wade DeVries is optimistic about the Shells' 2024 season following that wonderful season they had last year, and he spoke to us following a scrimmage against Staunton on August the 23rd. This year marks the first year under that new IHSA guideline, allowing up to 4 12-play segments per team in these scrimmages. The Shells, who had a stellar 12-1 record in 2023, reached the IHSA Class 3A state semifinals and are set to open their season at Jersey this coming Friday. Coach DeVries praised the team's summer preparations and highlighted the standout player, Andrew Ellis, Northern Illinois University signee, who rushed for over 1,000 yards last year. We'll be excited to see how the Shells do on RiverBender.com/sports. Also in the news today, the Burger King restaurant at Greenmount Commons in Belleville has permanently closed its doors. The company's website confirmed. Located at 2508 Greenmount Commons Drive, the restaurant has been emptied with drive-through menu boards removed and a large dumpster in the parking lot. The closure ends the fast food chain's presence at that location. Burger King's corporate office has yet to release a statement on the closure. A new excavator valued at over $100,000 stolen from a Belleville job site was found in working order in a St. Clair County cornfield Wednesday, August the 21st. Here's what we know. The recovery was facilitated by the Metro East Auto Theft Task Force, which acted on a tip from social media. Serving Madison, Monroe, and St. Clair counties, the task force plays a significant role in reducing area crime funded by insurance companies as mandated by Illinois law. The task force recovered 649 vehicles worth over $10 million and made 223 arrests in the last fiscal year. Their efforts enhance our regional security. Also in the news today, the Gillespie community will host a community blood drive with Impact Life, the blood provider of components for local hospitals, on Monday, September the 9th, from 1 to 6 p.m. at Gillespie Methodist Church Gym, located at 900 Broadway. All donors will receive an Impact Life reward voucher offering e-gift cards to major retailers or an option to donate to Make-A-Wish, Illinois. To donate, you can contact Brenda Lowe at 217-710-1336 or visit bloodcenter.org using code 60020. Donors must be at least 17 years or older and weigh over 110 pounds. The football teams of Granite City and Alton High School participated in that new Week 0 scrimmage game as well last Friday at Public School Stadium. And under the new IHS rules, those teams competed in that non-formal game, allowing 24 offensive plays. Both teams found the scrimmage beneficial. Head coach for Alton, Cody Markle, and Granite City head coach Steve Rosudio expressed satisfaction. Markle praised his team's preparedness and injury-free performance. We love to hear that. While Granite City highlighted the benefits of the scrimmage for addressing issues and preparing their season openers for next week. And that's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend. Let's go ahead and take a look at weather. 9:10 is the time. It's 83 degrees. It feels like 400 out there already. No, it is just hot. If you haven't left your house today, don't. Just stay inside. Today, mostly sunny, very hot, dangers of dehydration, and more seriously, heat stroke. If you don't need to go outside, stay inside. The heat stroke chance is very real today. If you're outside for extended periods of time, if you're working outside today, please be safe. RiverBender.com tips our hats to all of the folks that are outside working in the labor fields. Tonight, partly cloudy, warm, and very humid with a thunderstorm in spots they're calling for. That's new today. Temperatures reach 100 officially for the formal forecast on Tuesday. We will drop down to 72 overnight. There's a lingering chance of a thunderstorm in the overnight hours into Wednesday morning. They're calling for a 40% chance of this thunderstorm to happen. A high of 90 degrees awaits us tomorrow. That's much needed. A low of 71. On Thursday, a high of 97 degrees and a low of 71. On Friday, a high of 90. A low of 66 with a 60% chance of rain, and on Saturday, the last day of August. And wow, Jazz and Wine Day, it's going to be a high of only 83 degrees. And on Saturday night, when Alton Jazz and Wine Fest takes off, it'll be 70 degrees, and the low temperature on Saturday night, folks, 60. How about that? Get your tickets to Jazz and Wine and just go in and have a good old time. Right now, as it sits, 83 degrees. It feels like 94. And please note that that heat advisory has been issued until 8 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. Heat index values of up to 107 expected from noon today until 8 p.m. this evening. Hot temperatures and high humidity can cause heat illness. Don't go outside if you don't need to. Visibility, Bryan Trust, that's for 15 miles, and humidity set at 75% currently. It's 83 degrees. Feels like 94. At 9:12, that's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Tom Lane, your local State Farm agent. Hey, while I have you, you just heard me talk about the weather. You're welcome. I did a little, I called NWS and said Jazz and Wine needs a beautiful Saturday night, and they delivered. You ask, you shall receive on this show, right? Listen, on August the 31st, you just heard it right here, it's going to be 70 degrees when Jazz and Wine Fest takes off, and it's if you haven't been, one of my favorite events. They literally turn the Alton Amphitheater into a jazz club. I swear it's the coolest thing. Now, you got to be quick to get your tabletop tickets because I'm telling you this now, it's going fast right there on the stage. What they do is they set up tabletops so you and your significant other or a group of friends, 4 to a table at max, you guys can go on the stage, have your charcuterie boards, and just be up close and personal with Jim Manley, Left of West. And, of course, the Alton Jazz Confluence. There's going to be music, food, drinks, charcuterie boards by Brown Bag Bistro, wines galore, and more. You name it, you get it at Jazz and Wine Fest on August the 31st. It runs 6 to 10 p.m. on Saturday. You do not want to miss this. I'm telling you, it's a wonderful night, especially, hey, you just started dating somebody? No better date night. I'm telling you this now. Once you take them, they'll keep wanting to come back each and every year. Tickets for general admission, just $10. The 2 top tabletop is $50. The 4 top table, that's $100. So grab a group of friends and you're paying $25 to sit front row. Tickets are at metrotix.com right now. That's metrotix.com. You can also call 314-534-1111 to get your tickets today. Also, RiverBender.com today is starting a ticket giveaway, so if you don't have the extra cash but you still want to go, stay tuned to our social media so you could win big and experience Jim Manley, one of the most renowned jazz artists in the region, and in my opinion, the country, is going to be coming to Alton playing for us. He's been on a old show I used to do with Ray Hartman in St. Louis. The music's fantastic. Jim's a wonderful guy. Left of West is wonderful. And, of course, the Alton Jazz Confluence can't be beat. Jazz and Wine Fest, we'll see you there August the 31st from 6 to 10 p.m. For more information, AltonRiverfrontAmphitheater.com. That's AltonRiverfrontAmphitheater.com. Hey, let's take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll come back with more of our daily show right after this on RiverBender.com. Got somebody to lean on. Put your body next to mine.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1,000,000. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
No matter the season, Played Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Played Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Hurry to get things done, oh I rush until life's no fun. All I really gotta do is live and die, but I'm in a hurry and don't know why. Don't know why. I have to drive so fast, my car has nothing to prove.
Oh, man. Welcome back, Daily Show. Tuesday morning hitting you. This is really bizarre. So normally we've been so jam-packed with guests. And, next week, we're still got a lot of busy shows coming up. But today's a little bit different. We can kind of slow down. Anything you guys want to talk about today, just comment. We'll talk about it. Seriously, any topic you want. Maybe you want to talk about roads. You know, that's kind of a common one. You guys like that rant that I do. Or if you have anything that you're seeing in the community that you want to address, text me, weigh in on the comment line. We got Sydney coming down and joining us, some conversations in the 10 o'clock hour. A laid-back Tuesday. How about that? So what I thought was really cool yesterday, is how quick this team, I wanted to share it with you if it's okay. Downtown Alton got hit with an internet issue. Our internet went out right at lunchtime, it seemed like. We tried to get back right around 12:30, and there was just no way. So the team quickly yesterday, we got up, man, and we went home and we worked from home and still got the job done. And that's just what goes to show, because everyone always would talk about, well, what happens if the internet goes out one day? Doesn't matter, because we'll find a way to keep your daily dose of local going all day long. The news team's been wonderful. And, we've been really fortunate to just have some really great news coverage lately. So thank you to Chris, Dan, Sydney upstairs. And Sydney should be walking down here in a couple of minutes. But while I have you, too, there's been a couple of things on our site that I wanted to talk about, if it's cool. So you guys see every couple of days, maybe even every other day, there's normally an event that's promoted on this show. And I didn't tell you guys this yet after 2 years of being here, my kind of fault. I actually help manage the community calendar, and I am the event promotion specialist. So if you're out there, you got an event that you're putting on that's a community-wide event that you want the world to know about, you got to call me. Call me, 618-465-9850. I can't believe I remember that off the top of my head. Or you can just email me, cj@RiverBender.com. That's what we're here for, is just to kind of keep promoting all of you guys and all these wonderful opportunities that are around our region. Hey, on this date in history, let's dive into this. And this is a really wonderful contribution that Mike added to RiverBender.com site. Every day you get a daily dose of what happened on this date in history, and we'll take you back to 1962. One of the most significant events in space exploration occurred on August the 27th, 1962, when NASA launched the Mariner 2 spacecraft. The mission made history by becoming the first interplanetary probe to fly by another planet, Venus. The Mariner 2 mission provided invaluable data about Venus's atmosphere and its surface, making a monumental leap in our understanding of the solar system. It set the stage for future space exploration and reaffirmed humanity's quest to explore the unknown. Also, on this date in history, in a landmark move towards global peace, the Kellogg-Briand Pact was signed in August the 27th, 1928. The international treaty, named after Secretary of State Frank B. Kellogg and French Foreign Minister Aristide Briand, aimed to renounce war as a means of resolving conflicts. Wind was signed by several major powers. Although it ultimately failed to prevent future conflicts, it marked that significant step towards the development of international law. On this date in 1955, is this a good thing or a bad thing? I'll leave this up for your interpretation today. The first edition of the Guinness Book of World Records was published on this date in 1955. That book became a global phenomenon quickly, and of course came up with all those natural world records and human world records in a plethora of categories that has since spawned numerous editions and just become a staple. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, because we got a lot of people just trying to balance a pencil for a minute and see, you know what I'm saying? Like just a bunch of weird things. I guess it's okay. Maybe. August the 27th, 2003, was when Mars made its closest approach to Earth in 60,000 years. The red planet was just 34.6 million miles away. That's not too bad, providing a spectacular sight for astronomers and stargazers from around the globe. On August the 27th, 1979, one of the most tragic and deadly attacks in the history of the Northern Ireland conflict occurred on this date in history. The Provisional Irish Republican Army carried out a bombing that would kill 18 British soldiers in Warrenpoint, County Down, Northern Ireland. On the same day, Lord Mountbatten, a member of the British royal family, was assassinated by an RIA bomb while on vacation in Ireland. The event marked a significant and violent escalation in the Troubles, a period of conflict in Northern Ireland that, of course, lasted several decades. And one final one on this date in history. On August the 27th, 2008, Barack Obama was formally nominated as the Democratic candidate for the United States presidency. The nomination marked the first time an African American was nominated by a major political party for the presidency. Obama's candidacy and election in November 2008 represented significant milestones. And that's a look at what happened on this date in history. Not a lot of local stuff. Normally we get a ton of local on these dates in histories. That's okay. 9:24. We'll take a quick break. Come back with Sydney Sinks right after this on RiverBender.
Dream Home Realty Center.
Hey, Sherry.
Talk to me, Dream Team.
We've got a showing.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts No. 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
So far, so good.
There you go. Sydney started skating, and that's what I thought of immediately.
I like it.
That is like my favorite movie. I can watch that
movie.
all the time.
It's a good movie. And I thought about that while I was ice skating. I was like, if only I was this talented, but not so much.
I love that. Will Ferrell reminds me of me if I was a washed up like radio.
You're so right for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like the Chuck E. Cheese head next, you know. So I can't skate to save my life, Sydney. I'm just gonna tell you that now.
I mean, I can barely skate. I made it around the rink a couple of times, and I was pretty satisfied with that.
Hey,
so,
take
there
it
we
and
go.
run.
Absolutely, yeah. So I went ice skating this weekend, which was very fun, and highly recommend people do that every now and then. Give it a shot. But I definitely was not an Olympic ice skater. So
is that you in a camo hat?
It is me in a camo hat.
That's cool. I've never seen you in camo.
Yeah,
you can rock
mixing it up. I appreciate that.
So it turns out you aren't going to be in the Olympics for ice skating.
Probably not,
God.
which is disappointing because I've been watching the Olympics, and you know they've been doing. I like to watch the gymnastics because gymnastics and ice skating are basically equivalent in my mind, and so watching the gymnastics, they're so talented, getting me excited for the Winter Olympics coming up, and I was like, wow, here we go. I can get on the ice. I can be talented. I can do this. And then I got on the ice, and I was like, all right, maybe not so much.
Well, you know, here's the I guess the paranoia in me. Every time I skate, I feel like I'm going to cut my leg open.
I think about that a lot.
Do you really? So I do. I'm sitting there going, ain't no way in hell I'm making it out of here unscathed, you know?
Literally, yeah. If you don't fall, you're going to get hurt somehow. I don't know.
You know what I always get nervous about is the other people on the ice that are so much better at skating than me.
They're so good. There's always people, like, you're doing a casual skating thing, and then there's someone on the ice who's, like, been training their whole life. I watched someone do, like, a 5-time spin on the ice the other day, and I was shocked. So what are you going to do?
See, now that shouldn't happen in open skate. I feel see now exactly. You know, it's just very demoralizing.
It is demoralizing. Yeah.
Being serious, I think it's one of those where if you think that you're ready to go, what's that girl's name? Tanya that went out there and beat up. Beat her teammate up for the Well, I mean, if you're that good, whatever. Wait until we're all done, okay? Then you go out there and you do what you got to do.
Yeah, us wall clingers, we're just trying to get through.
We're just trying to survive.
Literally, we're just trying to understand how to get around the ice rink once.
So did you ever go to the lock-ins at that ice arena?
No, but that seems so fun.
Oh no, these were wild.
Really?
Oh my God, there was one night. This seriously, I got to tell you the story. We would go. Well, I used to go a lot until the last time I went because I may or may not have let it slip that this was nuts. There was a bunch of kids that were taking highlighters and like just dabbing the paper soaking wet of highlighter stuff.
That's a throwback to like 5th grade. Yes.
Then they would start huffing on the highlighter that was left on the paper.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know if it was because they were up in the clouds or if it was just because they had no oxygen from the amount of breathing they were trying to do. But anyway, a bunch of kids got kicked out that night. And that was the last time I went back.
That is wild.
About 10 years ago.
That's an interesting story.
Yeah, wild. You should have seen them skating.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, there was a drink ticket involved with the skating thing.
Where were you at?
So I was at Centene Ice Center, which is
that's
cool.
beautiful.
It's really
that's
cool.
a nice park.
I was thinking, the employees must have been let down. They're used to seeing literal NHL level.
That's where the
skaters.
Blues practice.
Which is
See,
really
now
cool.
that's even harder for you.
Yeah, right.
You're going on a place that actually is, graced by skating.
Absolutely, and then there's me, like barely hanging on, and so. But no, there were drink tickets involved, and so yeah, I was watching people get a little turnt while they were ice skating, which was fascinating to see. So it was very fun.
I wouldn't have lasted.
No, right? I had half a drink and I was like, this is maybe too much for me.
I'm getting to the point, Sydney, 3 Coronas and I'm already skating to my car, you know?
Literally, yeah.
It's bad.
No, half a drink and I was like, I can feel this, so maybe I should stop before I get on the ice and fall down. So.
But, you know, I like that you try to, because, you know, I think the thing is that I'm impressed with is that you actually get out and do stuff.
Yeah, well, I try to.
Because I don't.
Busy. Well, it's hard to do, you know?
Just
It's
don't.
hard to stay, you know, it's easy to stay busy or stay in your routine and stuff like that, but I'm trying to be really intentional about going out and doing things and trying new things. And that was kind of the like general overarching theme of this whole thing, was like doing things that are new. Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that truly don't go out and do things.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, some of that is because it's like, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it.
Right.
I don't know
get
if I
that.
even, am I wasting my time, you know? And a lot of it's comfortability. So what's your kind of advice for someone that needs to go out there and try some stuff and do it?
Well, I guess honestly, it's just like Nike, right? Like, just do it.
Ah,
like,
there you go.
I don't know, because there's always going to be reasons to not, and I was nervous about ice skating, and I was like, you know, the day of, I was like, wow, I'm really tired. This has been a long week. I wouldn't mind just going home, but like, I had already bought the ticket, right? So it's like, all right, well, I've already committed. Might as well go and try to have a good time with it. And at the end of the day, it was a really fun time. So it all just comes down to just going ahead and trying it.
Yeah, see, I would do stuff if I didn't have to drive to do it.
That's fair,
because
too.
people know I do not drive.
Yeah.
It is very known in this town. If you see me in a car, it's because it's in the morning. I got to go to work, and that's about it. You know.
And I
just
respect that.
refuse
You got a good place going on where you can walk most places. But yeah, no, it's definitely. I'm with you on that. Driving anywhere is annoying. I'm not a good driver. I don't like it. So I'm with you on that.
I'm a passenger princess. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Same here. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, that's how I know on Tinder it's not going to work when they're like, future passenger. Nope, done.
No,
that's my job.
That's you. No, I get that. You should put that in your profile.
Oh, yeah.
But no, definitely getting to places and like committing to actually going places and doing things is the hardest part, because it's so much easier just to stay home and chill and that kind of thing. And there's like real merit for just staying home sometimes and chilling. Like, don't get me wrong, I love to do that too. But you know, every now and then doing something that makes you a little nervous and that kind of thing, and doing it scared, right?
Yeah.
Is like what it's all about. So,
do you like the ice rink?
I kind of do. Like,
do ya?
I admit,
Okay.
I kind of enjoyed it.
I
Are
don't
you an
know.
ice skater?
I'm not. I don't like how cold it is.
It is cold.
I'm a skinny dude, man. I don't like it.
That's fair. I was layered, but that's fair. No, it is a little cold in there, but no, you just gotta push through, and you get hot eventually.
Have you been to the East Alton ice
For
rink?
sure, yeah.
What's the difference between like something like that and Centene, like with ice quality? Is it different? Could you tell?
I don't know. I couldn't tell like the ice quality so much, but like, yeah, just Centene was huge.
Oh,
right?
well, that's you got millions of dollars getting pumped into that.
Yeah, there was like multiple rinks going on. It was like really fascinating to see, and so that was really interesting. It made me excited for, you know, when the loading dock in Grafton gets going.
Oh yeah,
that'll be fun.
That'd be really cool.
I'm excited to go check out East Alton too later this year and see what's going on.
Drive to Zamboni.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
There you go.
That'd be super fun. Someone should let me do that. That should be a blog
You
post.
can do it.
Can you?
Yeah, you got to pay for it, but you can do it.
Oh, I could totally, I could tear that up. That
it's
sounds
worth
awesome.
it. They teach you a class. You get your own little license at the end of it.
Oh my gosh, just sign me up.
We're doing
that sounds
it.
great. That's a plan.
Now on 4, Zamboni driver road tearing through East Alton. That'd be wonderful.
Wouldn't that be fun? That sounds so fun.
When did you decide? So, did you initially grab the wall?
Yeah, definitely.
See,
I was like clinging on. Yeah.
I'm one of those that I like to fall first, then grab.
See, that's an interesting
But I think that's
mindset.
representative of my life. You know, I like to hit the ground and then grab for safety.
I think that let's dissect the personality differences between us, because no, that's really interesting, because I think there's something to be said for what you do, which is to just get out and like be like, I'm probably gonna fall down, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck, and then I'm gonna get up, because there's a real benefit to being like, I'm gonna get up afterwards.
Well,
so,
but the bad thing is you tell yourself you're going to fall.
Yeah.
So you know you're going out there to fail.
Absolutely.
I don't set myself up for success. I just wait a couple of seconds till I blister on down, and then I grab the wall and some little 7-year-old skating by me, you know?
Literally, yeah, just going all over the place.
Insane.
But yeah, well, that's a good question for like the general audience, which is, is that pessimism or is that realism? Because I was thinking to myself, like, I'm probably going to fall down. Like, before this is all said and done, it's probably going to happen. And if I just like radical accept that, like maybe that'll set me up for success.
You didn't use the walker, though.
No, I did not.
See,
so.
that's not pessimism then, because that's being a realist. You know, you aren't using tools, you aren't faking it. You're just knowing that, hey, I'm going to eat one here in a couple of minutes.
And it's okay. I'm going to get up again, so that's fine.
I think the most demoralizing thing is when you're on the ice and then you fall down. Like my cousins and my nephews and niece just are awesome on skating.
That's awesome. Little kids are.
Well, you know, their parents got them started early, but I'm watching them skate around, and this girl's 6 years old, and she can skate around the damn rink, and it's not like blistering speed, but it's 10 times better than what I could do.
It's impressive.
You know?
Yeah, little kids are fearless. Well, and that's something, too. In my, like, old age, I've decided I'm scared now of falling down.
Oh.
We're, like, in the past,
your old age.
my ancient age. But I'm scared now. Like, in the past, you fell down and you bounced back up when you're a little kid. It's no big deal. But nowadays, you fall down, you're kind of, like, down for a second. So it made me nervous.
Well, you know, that's why I have Sean Lentz, who is returning as a sponsor to this show.
Yeah.
And that, just in case, you know, accidents do happen, you got to have a good lawyer.
Absolutely.
You know?
That's a good idea.
Now, were you solo mission?
This was me and a couple of friends.
Oh, cool.
So we went out together and we decided to do this. This was let's see. Well,
I don't
that
like
was a sigh.
this.
Let's hear
Because
it.
what happened? Were your friends better than you at skating?
Some of them were.
See,
Some
now,
of them
were you the worst out of the group?
I don't think I was the worst
That's
out of the
perfect
group,
then.
which was good.
See,
yes.
that's what I was wondering, because that's why I was demoralized for you.
Thank you.
You don't
No.
want to be the worst in the group.
That's the word of the day, demoralized. It's just the one, and that's the word I'm going to take into the rest of my day. But no, definitely. One of my friends was skating backwards. It was very impressive, like
Get him
very
out of
good.
there. Get him out of there. You just throw him out of there.
But the fact that I made it upright for like most of the time, I'd say that was a win.
How many times did you fall?
I believe this or not, CJ, I actually did not fall one time.
No way.
Yeah.
There is no damn way that you did not fall.
Now, let me clarify. Did I stumble? Yes. Did I like windmill and like grunt and try my best to stay upright? Absolutely. It was not cute. It was not effortless, but I stayed upright and that was great.
So I read over the line that says I managed to do this without falling down. I still want to see some replay.
That's fair enough.
You know, I don't know about this.
You don't believe me.
What was your process? Did you learn to skate during this time?
Did I learn to skate?
Or did you get the general understanding?
I definitely started off where I was like, okay, I think I just need to stay upright. I knew kind of like you push out, and I was like, okay, I can do that.
Isn't it counterintuitive though? Like to me, that's where I think I'm just so bad at skating because I'm like, why am I going sideways to go forward?
No, you're right about that. It's confusing. And by the end of it, I had like skated around the rink so many times, very slowly, let's clarify, not like gracefully, but I had skated around so many times that I kind of was forgetting how to do it because like, you know what I mean? And so by the end, I was like, I gotta get off before I, eat it because I'm gonna fall any second now.
Now, did it get easier while you were drinking?
No, I don't know if it got easier. I got a little more fearless when I was on the rink, and I was like, and just a little bit, but I was like, this is fine. I can do this.
The reason I ask is because anyone that's played golf with me knows that I cannot play sober. There is no way that because I get in my own head on every swing. It's just like fair. I get angry and bop, 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 not good. But if I have a few drinks, like maybe I have a Coors Light before I get onto the course and one before I tee off, I got two in me before the first one. It's a good day.
I hear that's really fun. I've never golfed before, so you're going to have to fill me in
It's
on like
an interesting process.
Yeah?
How
so?
Because I don't drive home.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
But I mean, I can't, it's so bizarre, but like, I'm being honest with you guys, the most affected I've been on the course was the best I've shot.
Really?
Because I don't take practice swings. I just go up there and I just do it.
That's good for you, honestly. Shout out. There's something to be said for that.
Well, there's nothing worse than, and I'm sure it happened at the ice rink, where you get the guy that sits there and he's like 85 practice swings and he's still swinging. He hasn't hit the ball yet, and you're like going, it's 5 minutes a hole, bud. Let's go. We got 18 of these. Now, when you're ice skating, do you have that type of thing going on there where you got someone hogging like the slow lane that isn't moving?
Yeah, there's definitely people who, and I get it. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand.
Get out of the way.
No, I understand. I understand the fear. But there's definitely times when you, like, you know, you don't want to let go of the wall at first, but there comes a point where you're like, I have to, because, like, there's someone in your way. So you kind of force yourself to skate around them, which is interesting and leads to a little bit of fearlessness as you go along.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. It sounded like an elephant.
Oh my God, I heard it through my headphones.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. When you leave the wall, did you grab quick to get back on there?
No, once I left the wall, I will say this. Once I let go, I decided that I needed to commit to this, commit to the bit and go for it.
There you go.
So once I let go, it got a lot easier. And there's like a bigger life lesson here about like going out and trying things and like being okay if you fall down and getting up again. But at the end of the day, I skated around the rink a couple times and that was exciting enough.
Well, it's just trying new stuff, you know, because you aren't going to like everything you try. I think that's kind of the general consensus is just going out there and doing it.
That's very true. You're not going to like it all, but it's worth it.
No. And you know, another thing that, you know, well, you always will like this. No matter if you're in a bad mood, you've been on cloud 9 for 8 days, maybe you've been having a good old time for 7. Village Dispensary is always going to keep your mood elevated. You know, every day's special at Village Dispensary. Whether you roll into the week with some great deals on pre-rolls, today's Tasty Tuesday, so you can save big on edibles. Wednesday is Waxy Wednesday, so you get 30% off Nevada disposable pens. Or on Saturdays, go in, and I'm telling you, they got a buy one, get one Aero Cart deal. You get a free battery. Not all the time, but you got to just check to their socials. There's always something going on at Village Dispensary. Once you go in once, you'll keep going back because you'll realize they're the best at what they do. It's amazing. Go to villagedispo.com. Get on to their inventory that makes Cheech and Chong jealous. Get your order going, and don't forget to tell them that we sent you over their way because it's a joint effort. We'll come back with Sydney after this. Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Welcome back to our daily show. Here's CJ.
Makes me feel fine. Blowing through the jasmine in my mind.
9:46. Welcome back. So, I gotta tell you this story, Sydney. I know we're talking blog talk, but I gotta tell somebody.
Let's hear it.
Let's see. Does this thing? let's go on the scene so you guys can see this. Okay, this is a watermelon.
Wow.
Okay, it's not just any old watermelon because that's not real.
Okay, I was gonna say it looks kind of weird, but
see the plastic there?
Fair.
Okay, I have to tell Sydney the story. I'm going to tell you guys too. A truckload of meth disguised as a shipment of watermelon was seized at our border crossing in San Diego. It was worth more than $5 million worth of meth. It was found on the 16th of August in a tractor trailer from Mexico. So among real watermelons, they had real ones. There was 1,200 packages wrapped in paper color to look like watermelon skins.
Oh my gosh.
They got caught with about, not that much, 4,587 pounds of meth.
Wow.
Wow.
$5 million. I'm in the wrong business.
Some drug lord's very angry today.
That's bad news.
All right, back to Blog Talk. I wonder if they went ice skating. Well, a different type of ice skating.
Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You're so proud of yourself.
That's my best joke I think I've done in a month. Oh my God, you need one of those every once in a while. Just to remind you can still do it. So, back to your Blog Talk here. Are you going to skate again?
Yeah, so here's the thing. So ice skating, yes, I enjoy that a lot. But I recently, like a year or so ago, I bought a pair of roller skates.
Yeah, you told me that. Is that stopped?
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't really commit as much as I should have. And I spent the money on them, and I should really commit. So I think I'm going to, now that the weather's getting a little nicer, I think I'm going to also commit to like buying knee pads and like hand pads, whatever that's
pads.
called. Yeah, palm pads.
I guess.
Sure. And so I think I'm going to start skating more. And so I'm speaking that into existence now because I think I will hold myself accountable, and you can hold me accountable if I put it out there in the radio waves and see if anybody will make me do it. So we'll see. I need to actually commit to this. I do enjoy skating when I do it. I just
Are you going to skate it? Are you going to roller it? You call it roller?
I should call it roller.
You're gonna roller at Glazebrook?
The cool cats call it rollering. Yeah, Glazebrook, the amphitheater, that kind of thing. Great places around here to skate and
now
chill.
I know when to have shooting practice out there. With the soccer team. You're a good catch. Yeah. You know what?
I'd love to. I saw CJ the other day. He was coaching a soccer team, and I was walking around Glazebrook, and
Was I irate yet?
I don't know. I didn't pay too close attention. I'll be real with you. I saw CJ and was like, "Oh, that's cool," and kept going. But
well, there you go. So you're gonna get back to rollering.
Maybe. Fingers crossed. We'll see if it commits.
So what's the scary thing you're gonna do this fall now that you're overcoming fears?
Well, that's the real question, right? Because like with this ice skating thing, this was like a tame example, right? Because worst thing that happens, knock on wood, worst thing that happens, you fall down, you get hurt.
No. Worst thing that happens is you dislocate your knee. It's twisted sideways.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of little kids skating over you, blood gushing everywhere. It could be
It's
a war zone out there.
It could be really bad. Okay, so that's the worst case scenario. But generally speaking, in other things in life, you can transpose this lesson and be like, you got to do things scared. You got to commit to things. You got to try new things, that kind of thing. So I'm trying to take this like general lesson that I've learned from the ice rink and make it, because for some reason I can't just have experiences. I have to like make them this big reflective moment. So
hey, whatever works.
For good or bad, I have to like overthink it. So definitely trying to take these moments and just make it into a bigger question of
who was the most lit on the ice rink?
The most lit? Not us. We were chill, me and my friends.
Were there a few that were a little sloshy?
There were a few who were, and I think it made them better. I think that's
I told you going back to my golfing.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
It made them better, and they were really good. Like, people are just trying to have a casual time on this ice rink, and people were skating around and doing twirls and all kinds of interesting things, and I was fascinated. It's fascinating to watch. It's very intimidating when you're on the
They
rink.
were also doing twirls when they got off the skates and walked to their cars.
Probably so, yeah. And then they gave the keys to someone else.
Yeah, good call, Sid. Always saving. So what are you writing about this week? It's only Tuesday. Normally
It's
we
only
talk on
Tuesday,
Friday.
but yeah, it's a busy week. We got a lot going on, a lot of interesting things happening. So the community's busy, and back to school is busy, which is great. Love to see everybody up and doing exciting things. So got a couple of interesting interesting stories coming out. We got.
Oh, I forgot to send you our student spotlight document.
Oh, please do.
We
I
have
look forward
18
to
districts to knock out.
Oh my goodness, that's gonna be a lot, and that's great news too. That's gonna be a lot, but that's really great news. I look forward to spotlighting. That's 18 times 2. That's a lot of students.
There we go.
That'll be fun.
I'm gonna send this to you now.
Good deal.
We're doing some work here. Stand by.
Yeah,
Sydney
no worries.
Sinks. I gotta upload this. So what? Any big stories you're working on this week?
Big stories. We got a couple of stories from the Edwardsville School Board meeting that came up last night. We got a couple of stories coming up with the Bethalto School Board meeting later this week.
That's been really followed closely.
It's been a lot of interesting things going on. So we'll see what's going on. And then I'm heading out this weekend. I'm going to Colorado, so I will be back.
Whoa, when are you coming back?
I'm coming back on Tuesday, so after Labor Day weekend. So so
there you go. What are you doing out there?
I'm visiting a couple of friends out there. It's actually the friends that I officiated their wedding.
Cool.
They moved out there recently, so I'm visiting to say hi and see what's going on, and we'll probably go to the park and see the mountains and that kind of thing. And then I'll be back and back at it and excited to jump in with the student spotlights and all kinds of exciting things.
My problem is I keep forgetting that there's a damn holiday.
Yeah.
And I'm never forced to work a holiday, but I always do anyway, just because I forget and I always book the show.
You really? That's funny. No, it comes up out of nowhere. All of a sudden, I can't believe it's Labor Day, and I can't believe we're at this point in the year, which
You're
is
wearing
wild.
those pants after Labor Day?
Exactly.
Well, all I know is that you got a busy one. Enjoy your day. Enjoy
Thanks.
Colorado. We'll talk next week.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
You can always pick up the phone and talk to the Queen of Junk. That's how good she is. When you called Sparks Junk Removal, you get Sparks Junk Removal. You don't get a call center. I had to order a pizza the other day, and my app wasn't working, so I had to call. It was a damn call center for Pizza Hut.
No, it's wild.
Isn't that nuts? They had to connect me to a store, and then they placed the order for me online, a third party. It was insane.
It's wild.
And that's what happens all the time with local businesses, as not local ones, but regional businesses that come into our local community. You think it's great, and all of a sudden you try to make the phone call for something you're facing and they don't pick it up. At Sparks Junk Removal, they pick up every phone call because they're here to assist you and the region. They're environmentally friendly and they're very conscious about it. Denise Sparks makes sure those trash trucks are tied down so no litter's flying all over the roadway. She's the best when it comes to that, and just keeping her customers informed, in the know, and knowing that their trash is taken care of every week. SparksJunkRemoval.net. Go to the weekly trash service tab, put your contact information in, and voila, the Queen of Junk giving you a phone call. For 30 years, she has been the Queen of Junk, and for the next 30, she's the Queen of Junk and Trash. That's SparksJunkRemoval.net. And reclaim your space today.
Dream Home Realty Center.
Hey Sherry, talk to me, Dream Team. We've got a showing.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts No. 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I should have died out a long time before. Have pity on a dinosaur.
See, Bo Cephas is great. You know, you can't go wrong with Hank Williams Jr. 9:57. We're going to roll this into top of the hour news. A little bit of best of both worlds, bottom of the hour and top of the hour news here. We'll transition into both. Wanted to give you this brief. It was just sent in to us at RiverBender.com, and we always love to inform our older adults out there on opportunities where they can learn more. State Representative Amy Ellick, a Republican from Alton, joining an expert from the Illinois Attorney General's office to host a senior fraud protection and advocacy seminar at Meridian Village next week. They will give a presentation and take questions from seniors on how to better themselves from fraud. The event is free and is open to seniors. It's Tuesday, September the 3rd from 1:30 p.m. until 2:30 p.m. at Meridian Village Media Room at 27 Auerbach Place and Glen Carbon. The seminar will help seniors understand how to recognize potential fraud attempts, learn how to ready and stop them, and how to use the Attorney General's Senior Helpline. I got to get a rep on from the Attorney General's office to discuss that line. It'd be a great thing to know about. A statement from Representative Ellick is as follows. I'm dedicated to equipping seniors with the information they need to guard against fraud. As scams grow more sophisticated, it is crucial to be aware and know how to protect yourself. I hope this seminar can provide you with the knowledge and resources you need to shield yourself from these deceptive and serious scammers. Questions can be directed to Representative Ellick's office at 618-433-8046, or you can email Ellick at ilhousegop.org. That's Ellick at ilhousegop.org. Also, as we roll into top of the hour news here, St. Louis Regional Freightway is launching a new task force in collaboration with the region's 5 busiest airports, leading employers to aerospace manufacturing and service sector, along with other leaders in education and workforce training. The launch in response to more than $5 billion in planned investments that are creating urgent demand for workers to fill an estimated 1,000 new positions that will be opening up in the region. The new task force, called the St. Louis Regional Aerospace and Aviation Task Force, will provide a platform to share industry-related information and details about educational and training programs and events that will support and elevate the continued growth of the region's aerospace, manufacturing, and aviation industries, with a key focus on expanding the talent pipeline. Boeing, Missouri's largest employer, has planned to invest $1.8 billion in facilities by St. Louis International Airport and is investing an additional $200 million in a new production facility at Mid-America's St. Louis Airport in St. Clair County, where the MQ-25 unmanned aircraft will be made. Wow. Collectively, the investments are expected to create an additional 650 jobs in the region. The 5 participating airports include St. Louis Lambert International and Spirit of St. Louis Airport in eastern Missouri, and Mid-America St. Louis Airport, St. Louis Downtown Airport, and St. Louis Regional Airport in southwestern Illinois. Together, the airports and their tenants employ a combined 36,500 workers, and the combined economic impact surpasses $10 billion. These numbers expected to grow as companies such as Boeing, Gulfstream Aerocorp, and Westar Aviation continue to expand their workforce in the region. Leaders from all 3 companies are among the industry representatives on this new task force, as are leaders from area high schools, colleges, economic development agencies, workforce development agencies, and municipalities and professional organizations. Executive Director Rhonda Ham-Nabrugi has led St. Louis Lambert International since 2010 and is extremely optimistic about its future and the impact its growth will have on the bi-state St. Louis region. Wanted to keep you informed on that very important news story. At 10:02, as we roll into top of the hour news, here's what's happening around the River Bend. Make sure you sign up for SMS notifications. You can text RB. Just the letters RB to 618-202-4618. That's 618-202-4618 to sign up. We will alert you on weather alerts, closings, cancellations, breaking news, sports scores, and a heck of a lot more with that text message and our SMS feed. We'll take you to West Alton first. A 59-year-old named Donald Winter died in a vehicle crash at 3:25 p.m. on Monday on the eastbound Missouri Highway 94 west of Dwiggins Road. Winter was driving a 2019 Chevrolet Express vehicle that encountered extensive damage and was headed northbound. The Missouri Highway Patrol summary of the crash said Winter's vehicle was traveling eastbound on West Dwiggins Road when the vehicle skidded, traveled off the roadway to the right, returned to the roadway, then to the roadway to the right again, and struck an embankment and overturned. Winter was pronounced deceased at 4:13 p.m. Also in the news today, Roxana High standout running back Andrew Ellis is gearing up for a remarkable 2024 football season. Known for his impressive 4.6 40-yard dash, wow, Ellis has secured a spot at Northern Illinois University for the 2025 season, making him the latest Roxana player to join a Division I school since Rusty Wheat. Last year, Ellis was a key player for the Shells, one of the 3 backs to surpass 1,000 yards. Coach DeVries lauded Ellis as a big-time player, noting his speed and potential for high productivity. Ellis will kick off the season against Jersey on Friday night, August the 30th, just in a few short days. A new excavator valued at over $100,000 from a Belleville job site was found in working order in St. Clair County. Now, here's what we know about this unique story. It was found in a cornfield on Wednesday, August the 21st. The recovery, facilitated by the Metro East Auto Theft Task Force, which acted on a tip from social media. Serving Madison, Monroe, and St. Clair counties, this task force plays a significant role in reducing area crimes funded by insurance companies, which is mandated by the state of Illinois in their law. The task force recovered 649 vehicles worth nearly $10 million and made 223 arrests in the last fiscal year alone. Their efforts definitely enhance regional security. The Gillespie community will host a community blood drive with Impact Life, the provider of blood components for local hospitals, on Monday, September the 9th, from 1 to 6 p.m. at the Gillespie Methodist Church Gym located at 900 Broadway. All donors will receive an Impact Life reward voucher offering e-gift cards to major retailers or an option to donate to Make-A-Wish, Illinois. To donate, you can contact Brenda Lowe at 217-710-1336 or visit bloodcenter.org using code 60020. Donors must be at least 17 years old, 16 with parental permission, and weigh at least 110 pounds. Back here locally, the football teams of Granite City and Alton High participated in that new Week 0 scrimmage on Friday night at Public School Stadium. Under a new IHS rule, schools can compete in a controlled scrimmage the week before the regular season starts, allowing each team 24 offensive plays. Both teams found the scrimmage beneficial, with head coach Cody Markle and Granite City head coach Steve Rosidio expressing satisfaction. Markle praised his team's preparedness and injury-free performance, which we always like to hear about, while Granite City highlighted the benefits of the scrimmage for addressing issues and preparing for their season openers this week. And that's a look at what happened around the Riverbend on this 27th day of August. Let's take a look at weather. It's 87 degrees, but folks, it is hot out there. It already feels like 101. Today, mostly sunny and very, very hot. The danger of dehydration, but even bigger yet, the danger of heat stroke is very much alive today. If you were outside for extended periods of time, it's no joke. And make sure you're keeping yourself safe. Tonight, partly cloudy, warm, and very humid. There will be, now they're calling for thunderstorms in parts this evening. We'll keep you updated, and we'll look at our weather radar here in a couple of minutes. The heat advisory has been issued at 3:28 this morning. It will last until at least 8 p.m. tonight. Will continue into tomorrow when they reenact that alert tomorrow morning. Portions of South Central and Southwest Illinois and East Central Missouri from noon today until 8 p.m. Hot temperatures, high humidity could cause heat illness, and especially for all of our outside laborers out there, please keep yourselves safe. We love our blue-collar workers here at RiverBender.com on a very dangerous day today and tomorrow. Air quality right now is at moderate, which is 61. Grass levels are at moderate today as well. Mold is low, but ragweed is high at 275. Tree levels are low, but the UV index is extreme. If you're going outside, please throw some sunscreen on. Temperatures reach 99 today. They drop down to 74 overnight as we head into Wednesday. On Wednesday, a high of 92 awaits us. That's going to feel like 50, a low of 70 with a 40% chance of thunderstorms. We'll touch on that in just a few moments. On Thursday, partly sunny skies, a high of 96, a low of 71 degrees. And on Friday, a high of 90, a low of 66 degrees with a 55% chance of rain. On Saturday, a high of 84, and a low of 63 degrees as you are listening to Jim Manley at the Alton Riverfront Amphitheater for Jazz and Wine. Yes, oh yes, Saturday night. Looking to be the night to be out and about in the 618. That's a look at your next 5 days. We're going to go ahead and pull up this weather radar for us here on our screen to see if we can find out when that chance of rain could be coming in or where they're calling for these thunderstorms later on. And it looks... there could be a chance right outside of 8 to 9 p.m. tonight. Around 7 p.m., Manchester and O'Fallon, Missouri are going to be seeing some rain and some thunder. And then by about 9 to 10, it should be going over our region. We don't know if we're going to get any rain from these storm systems, but just be aware that that is what our radar is calling for right now here on your screen. And we'll take you right here to it. This is exactly what I use whenever we're trying to find out that information. And as you can see, they're just outside of Florissant in that area. Right before 8 p.m. is where they're having this little electric system coming in. And then you hit play, just 1 hour, and you can see that right there at 9 p.m. on the outskirts of Carrollton, Jersey, Godfrey, Alton, and then touching a little bit of Staunton going into Hillsborough. So there you go. That's what you can look for weather the next couple of hours in case there even is some rain, but just going to be a hot, muggy, and kind of gross Tuesday morning. 10:10, that's the time, and that's what a look at your weather forecast for time and temperature throughout the day. 618-465-4545, this time powered by Bounce Back Rehab Recover and Return Home. And that's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend. Hey, make sure you get your Jazz and Wine Fest tickets. We'll have some giveaways to give out in the next couple of days, too. So if you can't, maybe you're just a little bit short this week, but you still want to go, stay tuned to RiverBender because you could win tabletop seats right in a couple of hours by staying tuned to social media and winning those Jazz and Wine tickets. But if you haven't heard my weather forecast all day, 80 degrees for the high on Saturday, 62 for the low. By the time Jim Manley takes the stage on a Friday night, you are looking at a crisp 70 degrees on our riverfront. Go to metrotix.com right now to get your tickets, or do this for me. Go to altonamphitheater.com, altonamphitheater.com, or altonriverfrontamphitheater.com, whichever you prefer. Hit enter, go over to their event section, and stay up to date on all the next upcoming events that are happening right there at the riverfront. For more information, go to metrotix.com and get your tickets for the Alton Jazz and Wine Fest, 6 to 10 p.m. August the 31st. We hope to see you there. We'll also be having a live show yet again for Jazz and Wine. Oh, let's do this. Before we take a quick break, we always like to see how downtown Alton's looking, and we'll do that now, right here on RiverBender.com.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
I just got a new air conditioner. Top of the line.
I bet mine's better. It's so efficient and quiet. I hardly know it's running.
I've got you both trumped. I've got a Linux.
So do I.
Barrett Heating and Cooling carries Linux products to meet any budget. Don't gamble with your energy dollars. Call Barrett Heating and Cooling and start saving today.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit villagedispo.com and shop now.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they know your house is home base for their dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, ready, future rocket scientist, or a budding prima ballerina. When you feel totally protected, your family's free to pursue their dreams. She's good.
Let's go.
American Family Insurance.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nastello on RiverBender.com.
Open up the window, sucker. Let me catch my breath. Mama told me not to come. Mama told me not to come. That ain't the way to have fun, son. That ain't the way to have fun.
Good lordy, 10:14. Welcome back. Daily Show on a Tuesday. Good to see all of you. Hey, this was fun for me. You know, we have a couple of minutes here, and this is a conversation I had with Vern Van Hoy and Mary Campbell. You know, trying to find, with the Cinco happening was devastating. And I mean, it was more than devastating, and probably more so than what we know as the general public right now. And so many entities were affected, and one of those entities was Spencer T.O., and I was so thankful to have Vern Van Hoy and Mary Campbell come on and talk about the process of reopening and what they've had to go through. If you missed it now, we'll play it for you this morning right here on RiverBender.com.
On RiverBender.com.
As they drag you by your feet, but the hangman isn't hanging, and they put you on the street. Yeah, you go back, Jack, do it again. We
9:18, welcome back. Spencer T. Owen reopening was a good day for so many area golfers, and I bet for you guys after a very tough summer. Joining us in studio now is Mary Campbell, the general manager of Spencer T. Owen, and Vern Van Hoy. And Vern, I didn't ask you for the official title, but I'm going to take a guess and say owner.
Correct.
How are we doing today, guys?
We're
doing great.
Well, in all seriousness, this was a tough year for so many entities, especially inside Gordon F. Moore Community Park. And, you know, when a sinkhole opens up and kind of completely just changes the landscape for a few months, it's got to make for an interesting summer. And with you guys reopening, how are you feeling just right off the bat? Is it a sense of relief or a sense of let's get back to work?
I'll tell you, it's a sense of everything for me. Across the board, being closed in the prime time of the year for tournaments and so on, and then still, you know, we have to maintain the course even though nobody's there, and we're mowing, you know, 220 acres of grass, fertilizing, have to mow the greens every day, water the greens every day, just to get reopened again. I think Mary can talk more about the weekend of reopening than I can, because she was there and everything, and we're so pleased about this weekend opening up. Mary, you can go ahead and expand on that.
Yeah, so we were very excited to see people. I mean, it was just great to see customers, members, kids, everybody. Just on, whether it was on the driving range, on the golf course, coming into the pro shop, going back to food and beverage. So it was just great to see people in general.
Well, and you know, you just hit on a great point, Vern, with maintaining the course, because you know we don't think of that as just, you know, the public whenever we hear about the sinkhole and some of the things you guys are going through. Because to me, it's like, well, why are we cutting the grass if no one's out there? Well, you got to maintain the fairways. You got to make sure everything's looking, you know, as best as it can. And did it ever become a point where we started getting a little bit nervous or anything in July, or that, hey, we haven't been able to open here, it's going to get a little tough here in August? Was there any thought that you guys would have been open at this time in July, or is it kind of a welcome surprise?
I would say it's a welcome surprise, because we attended one meeting, and then after that, all the rest of the meetings were closed to everybody, so we did not know what was going on. So we didn't know if we were going to be opening up in 8 weeks, 10 weeks, or 10 years. And so the anxiety of not knowing, not having control, is just, you know, it's the worst feeling in the world. So to find out that we were going to open as early as we did is exciting. And Mary can vouch. We had such a great weekend, and so many people. We were packed, and so many people came in, and that was another concern. And but no, we have, trust me, anxiety and everything was way up there.
Well, and that's what I really wanted to ask about before we dive into opening weekend, because that's what whenever we talked and I heard how it was received, I mean, that was the biggest, best news that I could have heard, is that people weren't scared. They were excited to go back out and play golf. But let's touch on whenever you're sitting there and you don't know what's going to happen, do you just go back into the Rolodex of experience and go, well, here's what we can do. We can maintain. We can make sure we're getting our grass cut? Or what's the thought process look like and sound like for you guys during the summer when you don't know?
Well, like, for example, his view is a little different. When we first found out that we were going to be closed, I thought it was only going to be a few weeks.
Right.
So I'm thinking, okay, good. And I had my customers calling, my tournaments calling, hey, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? We had, like I said, our memberships, the Players Club, people had bundles. So I had to figure out exactly what I needed to do to take care of them. So I went ahead and extended the benefits to be used at Rolling Hills and Rock Springs. And some people did go to Arlington. So I tried to take care of everybody, but people kept calling and saying, okay, especially for tournaments. Because tournaments, you know, I probably had out of 50 tournaments between July and October, I had to move 30 of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, and see, that's something you brought up too. In the tournament is a good note, because, you know, when I'm playing in an OSF tournament, and I think you hit on this, they want a top-notch course, you know, and even though, Rolling is nice and there's some other nicer courses, people really seek out Spencer T. Olin for that tournament venue. Is that the case?
Yes. So I had a couple tournaments that I did move to Rolling Hills, but they wanted me there to make sure because they're used to my service level.
Yep.
So when it came to the tournaments, they are community-based tournaments, and it's a fundraiser for them. So I told them, I said, you need to make the best decision for your organization because I don't want you to lose out on money. I'll be here next year. We'll open up at some point, but let's take care of you now. So that's why I lost quite a few tournaments.
And I just want to say that, we were very blessed to have, I own 4 courses.
Mm-hmm.
So, but a lot of them already had tournaments. Mm-hmm. So Mary actually went out of her way to call other golf courses to try to help them find a site to do it. So, and just kudos to Mary. Mary's been with the company 24 years. Mm-hmm. And without Mary being there, we wouldn't be where we are today. And so, to basically call our other courses, see if we could do it there first. And many of the customers came back who had them at other courses, came back and said that we never appreciated Spencer T. Olin being a top 5 golf course in the St. Louis area and all that being the way it looks until they went to another course. And the other courses are nice. They're beautiful too.
Right.
But they're not to the category of a Spencer T. Olin, which is a PGA qualifying course.
Exactly, and you got that Arnold Palmer design stamped on the front, billboard too. Good luck finding something like that. And speaking of opening weekend, because I was nervous for a lot of entities with Gordon Moore because you never know how the public's going to respond. Were they going to dive right back into this? Was there some hesitancy? And Mary Vern, it's safe to say that, well, everyone was ready to play golf again.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they were.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's that mean to both of you to really see that? It was jam-packed opening weekend.
Exciting. It's. I think that we're headed in the right direction. I was a little leery at first because I was wondering, okay, well, are people going to come back? But when we got the okay from the city, and it was not so much the verbal, but it was the announcement. We sent out an email blast. We put it on Facebook, and probably within an hour and a half, our tee sheet for Saturday was completely packed.
Good luck playing slow that Saturday,
Yeah. Well, actually, pace of play was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, and see, that's what I think's so great about this because there's a lot of nerves. Especially even though you guys are a staple in the community, Spencer T at this point is more than a staple for the region, I think, in terms of just a golf course, in my opinion, because people seek it out. But when you have a 100-foot wide or how many deep sinkhole you're driving by, I was nervous, and it's not. People are ready to play now. Is the whole course open as well?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Really cool. And we've switched our nines too.
That's what I was wondering. Can we talk a little bit about that? So, what's that look like with the switch?
So, back in 1989, when we opened 35 years ago, that's number one. Where number one is now today. That's how it used to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we needed to get new T signs. The ones we had, we tried to clean up. We couldn't get them cleaned up. So went ahead and ordered new T signs. Pace of play is an issue at Spencer, so we've been trying to work on it better. So now instead of people going off the old front 9 where we can't see if there's any problems on hole number 3 or 4, now we can see them when they're within an hour, so we can fix it.
That's really cool. You got a good team, Vern. And that's what I wanted to go back to too. Is just throughout the summer when you have Mary, doing all that she can for the players and for other entities. Plus, on top of that, your grounds crew is out of this world, very good at their job. It's got to be nice knowing in your position that you do have that quality team. And to me, this is the team I want if I'm facing an unforeseen circumstance like this.
No, the team is excellent, and I can't say enough about the maintenance crew to Mary to Nick, our pro. They've got so much experience. We even have a gentleman out there named Alfred. I'm going to mention him. And he actually has been there since the day one when Spencer T opened in 1989. Yeah. He still works for us out there. So that's how experienced the crew is out there. And so we're very fortunate. It was not easy. It was tough. But at the end it worked out, and we're off and running now. Now we just need to continue at the pace we're at, and continue to keep going. And that's basically it. But team-wise,
I want to give kudos to my maintenance staff.
Yeah.
All of them. We were limited up until a week ago when we got the news that, hey, yeah, you're going to open soon. So I'm like, okay, Tim, just bring full staff back.
Talking to Tim Johnson?
Uh-huh.
That's one of my relatives. Tim's the best.
yeah,
he is
he
really
is.
the best. But, and that's what I think is so just amazing about this whole process. I mean, you guys had to turn around pretty quick. It's not like you had a couple of days notice that, hey, we're going to enforce, to me, unless you did.
We had a few, but not a lot.
Not a lot. Whenever you're told, hey, you're opening Friday on a Wednesday or was it a Wednesday or Tuesday?
A Wednesday.
A Wednesday, you find out. That's a quick turnaround on anybody's dime.
Well, and also too, we didn't know about staffing because whenever we laid, we didn't lay anybody off. We told people just to go find other jobs.
Yeah.
Because we did not know, and most of these kids were college kids, so they only had a short amount of time. So when June 26th happened, and we didn't know when we were going to open, like, guys, just go find another job. And, if we open, we open. So, yes, are we working a little harder? Are we a little overwhelmed? Sure, but, we're
It's
open.
worth it.
Yes, we're open.
We'll take it.
100%. Was there ever a thought that went through your guys' mind that said, I don't think we're going to reopen this year? Did that ever cross, or was there always that notion that we will be open?
I thought that we would be open.
Okay.
I thought we would be open too, but at the same time too, not having information, I as an owner, I have to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
And so, I have to look at, okay, if we're going to open in 2 days, are we going to open in 13 weeks, or we may not open for 3 years? I mean, we didn't know until they drilled, and MSHA ran pretty much the whole thing. And we had to go off of what MSHA said. And as soon as the drilling got done, and they did do extensive drilling to make sure everything was safe. And as soon as the drilling came back positive, then we knew we were going to be open. But I had to look at everything. So I unfortunately had to have the anxiety of what if, and what if, and I had to have several different plans in place.
You guys have a moment to stick around?
Sure.
I got to pay a quick bill. There ain't no what if here. We're coming back with more of our daily show. And Vern, you hit on a good point, because Spencer T is one of the entities, like, Gordon Moore to me is a gem. And there's so many other places in Alton that I could call, really, if something happened at close tomorrow, there'd be a lot of people raising their hands going, what are we doing? And the fact that we don't have to even think about that with Spencer T. Olin right now is a good place to be at. And seriously, kudos to both of you for getting this reopened. They aren't going anywhere, and I hope you aren't either. You stay there. We're all going to stay here on RiverBender.com, Roku TV, as we talk the reopening of Spencer T. Olin after a hard-fought summer. We're here now, right after this on RiverBender.
Dream Home Realty Center.
Hey, Sherry, talk to me, Dream Team. We've got Joey.
We are Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery. We make the fuels that take us to work and our children to school. We make materials and energy products that allow us to stay connected to each other. We care about the quality and safety of our products because we care about the communities we share. Our employees live our values of safety, honor, and a commitment to act as good neighbors where we live and operate. We are Phillips 66.
You won't find a better health club than Nautilus Fitness Center. More cardio, more free weights and equipment, more classes, a swimming pool, and more. If you're serious about your health and want to make a change, then stop thinking about it and visit Nautilus Fitness Center on Industrial Drive in Alton. Don't fall for the hype you get from the other health clubs. Nautilus is the Riverbend's premier health club. Has been for years and will be for years to come. Get to Nautilus Fitness Center and get started on a healthier new you.
Not sure if you've noticed, but those advertised prices from the other dealers are just a bunch of blah, blah, blah. At Roberts Motors, the advertised price is the price you pay. And that, my friend, is great news for you. Don't fall for their so-called incentives that will leave you banging your head against the wall. Go with Roberts Motors. Prices you can trust and people you will like. That's the Roberts Motors way. And trust me, it's the way to go.
Ready for fantastic deals? Head to Village Dispensary, where every day is a celebration. Start your week with 25% off Dog Walker pre-rolls on Monday. Tuesday, enjoy 25% off Divs gummies. On Wednesday, enjoy 30% off Nevada pens. On Thursday, it's 30% off CQ sodas, margaritas, and more. Friday, enjoy 3.5 grams of Megatron by NGW and Cronuts number 4 by Paul Bunyan for $25. Visit VillageDispo.com and shop now.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Hank Williams song. 'Cause you see, I'm a dinosaur. I should have died out a long time before. Have pity on a dinosaur. Hand me my hat. Excuse me, man, but where's the door?
Welcome back, Daily Show at 9:34. See, I always give the warning, because one time I didn't, and I got in a lot of trouble a year ago. But that's okay. I'm back in studio with Vern Van Hoy, the owner of Spencer T. Owen, and Mary Campbell, the general manager. And diving right back into the course, we have and we were talking during the break, guys. That's what we were just discussing, is really the economic catalyst that is Spencer T. Owen. And we were just talking, what's the percentage of out-of-towners that come in and play the course?
I would say, well, when I first started 24 years ago, 95% of the people were from out of town. But now it's about 65%. And you're talking from Springfield, Missouri, Springfield, Illinois, sometimes Chicago, Minneapolis, St. Louis.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's a wide variety of customers.
Well, and Vern, like you were just hitting on, it's not like they're just going to the clubhouse and calling it a day and driving back up the road. They're patronizing businesses. And honestly, you guys know this just from, being in the industry this long, and I know it just from the time being around it playing. Golfers like to spend money at local businesses. They like to patronize, and it's a really great demographic to bring into town to really help spearhead some economic growth in our local, mom and pop shops.
Yep, I agree 100%. And because it's an Arnold Palmer design course, they come in from all over. The nearest other Arnold Palmer design course is in Wisconsin, so people make a weekend trip down here. For some that don't know much about, I'm sure everybody knows Arnold Palmer's name, and a lot of people ask, why would Arnold Palmer design a course in Alton, Illinois? Well, the history goes where, Gordon Moore got the land donated from the Illinois back in like 1975. Well, the city wanted a golf course. So they went to Spencer T. Owen and said, would you, donate this land so we can build a golf course? And he said, I'd love to. I said, but there's under one condition. He goes, my buddy Arnold Palmer has to design it. So
yeah,
and so Arnold Arnold Palmer designed it, and I can tell you they didn't leave out any thrill. This is how far Arnold Palmer is into meticulous. They built the golf course, and most fairways around here are Bermuda, and he doesn't like Bermuda, so he came in and the first time and looked at it and delayed the opening. Because he said, we're not opening this course with Bermuda. We're bringing Zoysia in.
Oh, wow.
So he went ahead and redid all the fairways in Zoysia just to make sure that it met his criteria. And they thought of everything. We have a pipe that runs all the way to the Mississippi River, and we have a $500,000 pump that pumps water out of the Mississippi into our lakes and waters everything there. I mean, they thought of everything. And wow. So that is why it's one of the top 5 ranked. That's why we have a PGA qualifier. That's why many things in this area. We do regionals, sectionals, And but Arnold, to have Arnold Palmer know Spencer T. Olin was probably one of the best things in the world that the city of Alton got. And you know, again, the closest Arnold Palmer course is, my understanding, is just over in Wisconsin. So people drive over just to play Arnold Palmer's course.
That's incredible. And now, is the Pro-Am happening this year? Were you able to have your PGA qualifier?
They're actually coming in October. Well, it's not a qualifier. It's the women's 2-day.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, my apologies.
Yes. So I talked to Kurt Rowe, and we're doing it in October.
That's incredible. Yeah. That's great news to hear too.
Yes.
And whenever you heard the news that you're reopening, I'm sure that all of a sudden the gears go 10 billion miles an hour because you're trying to get everything done and get everything ready to go. Are we at a point now, and Mary and Vern, feel free to both answer this, to where we're hearing some good news, like tournaments that maybe were kind of in that little maybe so maybe not stage? Are we getting some really good news all of a sudden that, hey, these tournaments are starting to pile back up again and we're looking good for a few months?
For a few months. I think we'll have a great end of the year. I hope that November and December are mild weather days, because I think that we'll be busy, and hopefully we can catch up. But, I mean, people are just excited.
How was the course on Saturday? Because it
was crazy.
Was it really?
and plus we had my mom's 90th birthday that day, too.
At the course?
At the course, yes. So there was an extra 60 people there.
Who directed traffic? No, I'm just kidding.
People just had to behave.
Now, take me through the weekend, though, from start to finish. How were the players? Give me some of the conversations with some of the returning golfers. The first time they're playing on Spencer T in a few months. What were their thoughts?
They were excited to be there. They're like, thank God you're open. The course is in great shape. I like how you switch the nines. I don't like how you switch the nines. But it was all positive feedback from everybody.
That's great to hear. And on top of that too, Vern, have you heard any feedback too from any other community bodies just about you being open, or on top of that, any players that that just wanted to give you a ring and said, Vern, thanks for reopening this quickly?
My text messages went wild this weekend, and then once it opened, they went wild too. Because people saying glad it's open, and go on Facebook and you're seeing 300 to 400, 500 hits and comments and so on. But I had a lot of people call me over the weekend and say, we just played a round out there, the place is packed, we're so happy for you, because we didn't, the unknown is we didn't know what was going to happen. And fortunately it all happened to the positive, and we want it to continue. It's only the weekends, but things are looking good 2 weeks out, and it looks like we're going to be in good shape. And but my phone was blowing up all weekend.
Well, and it becomes a snow globe effect too, just following up on that, Vern, because the more, especially when you get that positive feedback of, man, we're excited to be back out here again, that's how you keep the train rolling, because then the buddies are getting back together and lining up their foursome or their scramble for the weekend, and then all of a sudden you're in December, jam-packed on December 6th, playing golf, because it'll be 70 degrees. I'm calling that now.
I hope.
But as a whole of the community that's kind of been a little bit shocked by just maybe the delays of reopening, because there were some very vocal individuals about this that were very avid supporters, and now we're open and we're happy. What's your message to the public about maybe waiting out this game with you, and then the excitement they shared with both of you reopening? What's your message just overall?
I think the message overall is that MSHA, which is the independent just like OSHA for mines, came in and did extensive testing and came back and gave it a clear. So once they gave it the clear, and then the city of Alton accepted that, and there are elected officials, and I'm going to go off of that, and I feel very good about everything. And so they went overboard on testing. And I'm glad they did go overboard. It delayed our opening, but I really don't care if it delayed our opening. It just to make sure that the safety is number one, and we feel very good about it.
Really cool.
I agree. Yeah,
absolutely.
Just to make people feel safe coming back. That they took their time to do it. They did it the right way, and we're open.
And we're here now. Get ready to play is what I'm saying, you know.
Yep.
And, I got to, wanted to bring this up. You were working online with the online booking fees.
Correct. So we're really busy at the course, which we're thankful. Because we can't always get the phone in time or people get a little impatient, you can book online, and all your convenient fees that Golf Now is charging is waived till the end of August.
That's incredible.
So people can go on our website and book through Golf Now.
Really cool.
Yeah. And I appreciate all our vendors also. They've been patient on paying our bills. They've been patient. They've been helping us, do whatever we need to do to stay in business once we reopen.
Well, and see, that's what's great, too, is to know that across the board, from vendors to anybody that supplies you guys to your staff, you had everyone on the same page working, it seems like, too. You didn't have to put out, mini fires when you were battling the gigantic blaze, if I'm not speaking out of turn.
No.
I hope I'm not.
No,
It's
not.
just what I was picking up out of it.
Yeah.
Getting back to, we have a couple minutes left, just the course itself. What are some of the details that maybe we don't see golfing every day on it that you'd like to share? Is there any type of, any type of changes in grass or any type of really nuances to the holes that you want to fill us in on that maybe we don't notice?
Not really. That's why I don't golf.
You should see me out there. It's an event.
Because if I go out there, then I'll see things, and then I'll be nitpicky, and I really don't want to do that to my staff because they do a great job. But with that said, just the new nines, how they're switched. We're trying to work on it's 15 now, which was 6 because we want people to stay off the fairways.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's cart path only for that hole. So there's just a lot of things, and then like the driving range. It gets beat up. We try to put it on mats, and so people use the mats to give the tees a little bit of a break. So be patient with that, guys. So I don't go on the course because I will nitpick.
And I will say one thing about Spencer Teal, and a lot of people don't know when I tell them this, we're not just an 18-hole golf course. We're a 27-hole golf course.
Yeah.
We have
the learning center.
We have a 9-hole learning center and executive, course that like the JVs that the high schools use, and they use it for training and so on. And a lot of people use it to walk, and so it's not just an 18. It's a 20. We have 27 holes.
I've known that, and just when you said, I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. The learning center is wonderful. I used to go all the time with my dad, and even though it was years ago, and now we both need to get our reps back in, I think, because it's a little rough right now. But seriously, both of you, thank you so much for your time today. I'm so glad you guys are reopened. Vern, you hit it on the head, and I could only imagine for both of you in the middle of summer, the unknowing, the not knowing to where we are now is at least it's optimism, and it's looking forward, and it's looking forward to all of you getting out there and playing golf until December, I think, and let's keep this going.
Let's keep it going.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Definitely keep it going. We are going to keep it going. I got a great team. We're going to keep it going.
Well, seriously, to both of you, thank you so much for your time, and we'll talk again soon. Anytime you want to come back on, the floor is yours, Senator. Seriously.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Thanks, CJ.
Before we take a quick little pause here, one of our big sponsors, Grid Solar LLC, they got a message to the public because in a couple of weeks, the net metering change, you're going to be past the booking time because January 1, that changes that 1-to-1 with Ameren, and you could lose out on some big, big savings. If you go to gridsolarllc.com right now, fill out that free solar design, you could still get those benefits and unlock the power of solar with the trusted and true on both sides of the mighty Mississippi. Grid Solar LLC, they're educated and informed and ready to help all of you keep those savings going well until the big changeover happens in January. Get on their books now, gridsolarllc.com, and join them and myself every other Monday right here on our daily show.
Ready?
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
For the biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs in the Riverbend, visit AltonToyota.com or stop by their location on the Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Winner of the prestigious President's Award, Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota knows how to treat their customers, and they will help you find the vehicle that is perfect for you. For years, Munganast Toyota has been a fixture in the Riverbend, and now Munganast Burkhardt carries the tradition. New name, but the same great service you've come to expect.
I had an amazing experience with Dr. Haug and her team. I came here when I was 10 years old to get my braces on. Now I'm 28 years old, braces off, and I get so many compliments on my smile. It's helped me thrive in my career as a news reporter, and also as Miss Missouri USA, I took the stage with confidence, knowing my smile was gonna make me look like $1 million. I've never felt better and more confident because of my smile.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Welcome back to Our Daily Show. Here's CJ.
We aren't looking at downtown Alton no more. Hold on. All-Star Award on a Tuesday. Yeah, there you go, right there. All righty. The police have had enough. A college town in Mississippi temporarily, if I can speak, closed a street Wednesday after a delivery truck, happened to drop cases of beer all over the roadway. The spill happened in Oxford, home to anything other than Ole Miss. I'm just kidding. The University of Mississippi, the Oxford Police Department posted photos on social media, asked drivers to avoid the area for a while. Please use another route. After multiple college residents said they'd help with the spill, police got angry. They took to X, and no, you cannot help come clean up. Well, that kind is a buzzkill. First week of college, you can't even go get free beer. What's this world coming to? What's it coming to, Pat? I don't know no more. Hey, listen to this. A sassy exchange of words on the sign outside of 2 North Carolina restaurants have become a full-blown sign war. They're my favorite. With dozens of businesses, picking sides and chiming in. The tongue-in-cheek tussle began with Ioni's Grill and Bar in Morehead City, leaving a message that read very simply, "Happy birthday, Jeff," on his marquee for nearly a month. Neighboring eatery Dank Burrito fired off. They've had enough. They took to their sign after a month and said, "Lonnie's, quit being lazy. Change your sign." Owner Sam Tarange fired back, changing Yanni's sign to "Dank, we're not lazy, we're just busier than you." Uh-oh, shots fired, and here we go. Dank Burrito, not to be outdone, responded, "Y'all just look busy because it takes 2 hours for a $1 taco." I've seen a ton of people stop and take pictures, Dank Burrito said to local affiliates. More neighboring businesses joined in the fray. Prime Bistro changed its sign to read, "Boys, do we need to have a meet-in?" They lost the war. A sign at EJW Outdoors expressed a similar sentiment. Guys, do we need to talk about it? They lost too. I think there's over 70 businesses that have chimed in. The business owner said. Moreau says he does not know how long the marquee melee will continue, but he's having some fun. He has no intentions of surrendering, is what he's gone on to say. Alrighty, well, it could be worse. So ride shut down in the middle of Six Flags Mexico, leaving... ride shut down in the middle of... Thank you for the text, and I'll get back to you, Wes, in a couple of seconds. So ride shut down in the middle of a storm at Six Flags Mexico. Not just any ride. We got to only play this for a couple of seconds. Remember, I told you the story. My dad would always make me and my sister, because we had season passes to Six Flags, he was really big about us kind of overcoming our fears. And he would take us on roller coasters, you know, because I'd get so scared. I didn't want to go ride the big one. And he'd go, no, you got to ride it at least once. And when that damn, not Superman, we rode that one too, and that was enough for me never to do that again. The Sky Screamer, is that what that is? Where it's the damn swing that just goes up like 100 and 200 feet in the air? Oh, good night almighty. Well, hey, my fear came to life just in the Mexico Six Flags. This could have happened to us.
New video of
there you
riders
go.
Stuck.
Look at this. I mean, these people are stranded at least. Look how high they are. No fear there, only factor. I mean, that is just insane. Anyway, getting back to me, a ride shut down 243 feet in the air for about 10 minutes. That's enough for me to go meet somebody else. Medrano, one of the passengers on the Supergirl Skyflight ride, said he and his fellow riders were stranded for about 10 minutes before being evacuated. But there you go. Your Tuesday could have gotten a lot worse. Hey, it's not always doom and gloom on this show. A North Carolina man found his car trouble to be, well, unexpectedly lucky. Listen to this. A trip to the repair shop earned him a $379,000 lottery jackpot. Hope it pays for the car. Matthews resident Andreas Kielborn told North Carolina Education Lottery officials he had an appointment to have his car serviced at the dealership, but ended up with some spare time in the morning. So he does what everyone else does. We gamble. Kielborn play. Oh, this is what's going to drive me nuts. Mike, the team upstairs knows how I am about fast play, okay? On Illinois Lottery, download the app, 1-800-BETS-OFF for all of you at home that need to talk to somebody. But Kilborn killed time by playing the lottery's online game, Bison Bonanza, and ended up scoring the $380,000 progressive jackpot. Oh, why can't I be that guy's friend? He said his prize money will allow him to solve the car problems and buy a new electric vehicle. He also said he's planning a trip to Hawaii. So this was something in the news. I don't know if you guys saw this. Let me pull this up first, see if you guys can see what I'm seeing here on the scene for our All-Star Award. That's the scan of a bald eagle that's been going viral. Do you see that in there? Well, this was a supposedly injured bald eagle that was found at Missouri's Wilson's Creek National Battlefield, but it wasn't injured. Let me fill you in. A supposedly injured bald eagle rescued from that national park in Missouri was found, well, to be merely too fat to fly. Ooh, I wonder if he had to buy 2 seats. The official Facebook page for Wilson's Creek National Battlefield posted, the Missouri Department of Conservation officers were summoned to the edge of the park to capture a bald eagle that was originally reported to be injured. We hate to hear that. The post said the eagle was found to be healthy but engorged with raccoon. In other words, too fat to fly. The eagle has been rehabilitated and released back into the park. You know, it's not every day that you get some excitement like this. Take a look. This is a little family in Connecticut. They're having a nice little day out there. They aren't bothering nobody. They aren't bothering nobody. Until you see right there what appears to be a massive black bear that just happens to be walking by the kids and the mom. She's freaking out. Look, oh, parents are gone. There you go. Yogi Bear had enough of you today. There you go. A Connecticut family spending time outside in their driveway were sent running by the sudden appearance of a black bear. And the encounter was caught on camera. Video recorded by security cam at Christy Lee's Simsbury home shows her spending time with her family, including her 9-year-old son and 2-year-old nephew. A bear comes walking through Lee's yard in the footage, and the footage also shows Lee's son noticing the bear first and shouting, "Bear!" The 2-year-old then says, "Bear coming." Lee said no one was hurt and the bear did not intend to be interested in the humans. It must have already had its meal. All right, one final one for you of what would you do? Not really an all-star, it kind of is. A Michigan man asked a store clerk to pick out a scratch-off lottery ticket for him. The selection led to a $500,000 prize. The 55-year-old Kent County man told Michigan officials that he was plagued by indecision during his visit to the Kent Mini Mart on South Main Street in Kent City. The man initially thought he might have won $1,000 from the ticket. I took it to the store and got a message to file the claim. So I decided to take it back to my uncle's house, have him look it over. He plays cashword tickets all the time. He looked over to me and he said, "You won big." I was pretty shocked to find out it was $500,000. But what would you do here? You didn't pick the ticket out. And us gamblers know that bad luck comes when you do something like this. Does the clerk get a portion of it? I say yes, because I wasn't going to pick that ticket out, so you got to at least give the clerk $10,000. That's me, because you're winning $500,000. You know, you're going to end up with $250. Give away 10, because that way she's the one who won the ticket for you. Make her happy, you're happy, and now your karma completed. If you ever run into that, just take a little note. We don't have a lot of time for On This Date in Music History. We got to jump right into it. On this date in 1992, John Lennon's handwritten lyrics to this song went on the market and sold for $100,000. And that's actually one of my favorite John Lennon songs.
He blew his mind out in a car. He didn't notice that the lights had changed. A crowd of people stood and stared.
A Day in the Life, that's the lyrics that sold for $100,000 on this date in music history. And man, I don't know if anyone, I could never pay $100,000 for anything. Maybe it's because I'm just too cheap. On this date in 1986, Tina Turner received her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. On this date in 1966, the Beach Boys peaked at number 2 on the UK charts with, get over here, this song.
I may not always love you, but long as there are stars above you, you never need to doubt it. I'll make you so sure about it.
God Only Knows peaked at number 2 on this date in music history. Brian Wilson used many unorthodox instruments, including French horns, that can be heard in the song's famous introduction. One final one, Fats Domino on this date in history peaked at number 2 on the U.S. pop chart with, get over here, this song.
Me cry when you said goodbye. Ain't that a shame? My tears feel like rain. Ain't that a shame? You're the one to blame.
One of my favorite songs. I love Fats Domino.
My heart.
Ain't That a Shame peaked at number 10 on the U.S. pop chart, but because of a resurgence by, I believe it was Pat Boone. Let me pull it up so I don't look foolish here. Because of Pat Boone's cover of the song, it made number 1. Domino's version became popular, bringing his music to the mass markets a half a dozen years after his first recording. There you go. That's what happened on this date in history. And that's our show. So I'll see you tomorrow for more of our daily show. Until then, we got a busy one. Join me at 9. On top of that, stay cool today, but most importantly, just try your best as always to stay out of jail.